Hello everybody! In this video you will learn about the propulsion cannon. The topic covered are where to find the blueprint, how to craft it and all tips and tricks on what you can do with this powerful tool. Back to the topic, in order to craft one propulsion cannon you will need to gather first 1 copper, 1 titanium, 2 silver and 2 acid mushrooms. In case you need any help to get them, I'll check the farming playlist linked in the description. But in case you already have them all, just use the fabricator and under resources and electronics, craft 1 battery and 1 wiring kit. Next, switch the main category toward personal, then go in tools, from where you will be able to build your first propulsion cannon if you already have its blueprint. Now that you have it, it's time to learn how to use it. And to do so, get out of your base and try to aim toward some plants, and you will see that the gun will make a small animation to tell you that you can use the weapon on this item now. Then use the aim button that will trigger a sort of telekinesis to attract the plant close to you, and at this point you can do different actions. The first is by pressing the fire button you will pick it up if you can store it in your inventory. That is useful if you want to farm faster. The second is to use the aim button again, that will result in throwing it away to absurd distances. That can be used to kill smaller creatures or throwing away annoying ones, like the crabs you will encounter on lands and around Aurora. Next, using the interact button you will release it. Also you can use this button again and select any item in your inventory that can be thrown away. As a result, it will appear in front of the gun and attached to it by the telekinesis. Other uses for this tool is to move boxes and some specific crash site environments. In particular, it is needed to open the way to enter in the Aurora that you have to do if you want to unlock the bronze suit blueprint. Also, in case your seamoth will be trapped on the land or other structures beside the water, you can use this tool to move it back in the water that otherwise can't be moved at all. Also remember that using these techniques you will use the battery inside the device, and at a certain point you need to replace it with another one. Then recharge the old one using the battery charger device, about which you can find another video linked in the description. At this point that you know how this powerful tool works, it's time to find it. As the locations explained in this video will be reached using coordinates. So, if you still didn't know how to use them, check the video about this topic as well linked in the description. So, the first location is a large wreck, which coordinates you can see right now, outside of which you can find some seamoth, scanner room and battery charger fragments. Next, you need to get inside, but to do so you need to find a broken wall located upside the closet door on the top of this wreck. In the first area you will find some laser cutter and battery charger fragments. Then it will lead you downstairs where you will find more battery charger fragments. At this point, turn around and you will see a broken wall on the left side of the stairs. That will lead you inside a ventilation tube that after you cross you will get in another huge room to explore. But before starting to do so, go to the right where you will find at the beginning of the stairs a locked door, on the left of which there is a broken panel you can repair using your repair laser. This action will allow you to open this door and find another entrance in the wreck. Move your seamoth here to have more oxygen to use in exploration and continue exploring this location. Back to this room, you will find here some prom suit, modification station, laser cutter and battery charger fragments. While to get in the last room, you can use the door frame in the middle of this room. Here in the middle, on the large door, near the chair, you will find a PDF data to collect. While in the rest of the room, you will find more battery charger, modification station and laser cutter fragments. While for the propulsion cannon, you can find it inside the boxes inside this room. The next location you can explore is another large wreck, which coordinates you can see right now. On top of the huge wreckage you can find an open and huge door you can cross to get inside. Already upside this door you can find some boxes containing several fragments. While on the bottom of the room you will find one of the rare Cyclops fragments to scan. Plus, in the left lateral room you can find a few light stick fragments to scan as well. Then you need to move to another entrance that is below the wreck. In this first room you will find some power transmitter and light stick fragments, with some base building elements to scan. Now open the door in the middle by interacting with it. Behind you can find a data box containing the Cyclops thermal reactor module blueprint and a PDA data to collect. Then go back to the previous room, where you can open a sealed door using the laser cutter tool. If you still didn't have it, check the video about it, linked in the description. In this new room you will find some light stick and power cell charger fragments, plus you have to search some boxes to find the propulsion cannon as well. While in the next room there is another data box, that this time containing the vehicle upgrade console. Also in the last room you will find some power cell charger as well. The next location is another large wreck, which coordinates you can see right now. This is also the place where you can find this blueprint more often. Anyway, outside of it you will find some scanning room and bioreactor fragments. While to get inside you need to find a broken white wall surrounded by black wreckage pieces around it, where in the main corridor you can find some laser cutter fragments and a chic plot that you can use later on to grow plants in your base. While if you get back at the entrance, at the left of it there is a door you can open, inside which, besides some collectibles items to collect, you will find a few battery charger and propulsion cannon fragments. Then open the sealed door to find out that there are more propulsion cannon, vehicle mobile bay and laser cutter fragments to scan in this next room. Also on the left you will find a data box containing the lightweight high capacity tank. To finish, use the elevator entrance to get in the level below, where you will find another data box, this time containing the vehicle upgrade console. Plus, in this room there are some other fragments to scan. The fourth location that as well frequently has the propulsion cannon fragments, and you can see its coordinates displayed right now. Outside of it you will find some scanner room and the laser cutter fragments. While to get inside you need to open the door you can interact with, where you can find a room with another door to open, behind which you can find your first propulsion cannon fragment. While in the previous room there is another door, but this time is sealed. This means you need to use the laser cutter in order to open it. Where, if you check carefully the boxes, usually you can find 2 propulsion cannon fragments. Time for the last location you can explore, that is as well another large wreck, which coordinates you can see displayed right now. Outside of which you can find the rare Cyclops and Prawn Suit rail arm fragments. While to get inside you need to find an opened door frame, where already in the first room you can find the propulsion cannon fragment. Next, if you open the door in this room, you will find some Prawn Suit grappling arm, stasis rifle, propulsion cannon and some power cell charger fragments. To finish, at the end of this corridor there is another door to open, and at the end of this room, on the left, there is another sealed door to open, using your laser cutter, behind which you can find a data box containing the Cyclops suppression system blueprint, some Prawn Suit and Prawn Suit propulsion cannon fragments. And in the last room that you can open using the laser cutter, you will find another data box, that this time containing the swing charge fins blueprint.